Hey there, everyone. Welcome to our channel, where we discuss the genuine steps towards attaining financial independence. In today's video, we're focusing on the realities of financial freedom, separating fact from fiction. That's correct. 15 misconceptions that trap individuals, leading them to pursue the wrong goals or to completely abandon their financial aspirations. If you've heard that you must be wealthy in order to become wealthy, or that purchasing property is always superior to leasing, you're not by yourself. These sorts of misconceptions can make the notion of financial independence seem unattainable. However, today we will dismantle each of these beliefs to reveal the true journey towards freedom. You're going to discover key information that might change the way you view money, so please hit the subscribe button. Now let's begin. First, let's tackle a significant point: the idea that financial resources are necessary before one can become prosperous. This misunderstanding halts many individuals because they think that wealth accumulation is only for the already affluent. However, the truth is different. Creating wealth requires more actions than just making a first investment. Take Warren Buffett as an example. He was not wealthy in the beginning. As a teenager, he started his investment journey with only a small amount of money. With dedication and time, he was able to increase his financial assets. It did not happen instantly, but it serves as evidence that substantial riches aren't a prerequisite for getting started. What you need is self-control and effective methods. If you are a beginner, don't allow this misconception to prevent you from taking action. Begin modestly with whatever you can afford, whether that means saving $50 each month in a savings account, investing in an index fund, or launching a side project. Even minimal, regular contributions can accumulate over time due to the effects of compound interest. The essential factor is perseverance rather than initial wealth. Keep in mind that achieving financial independence is attainable for everyone, not just those who are currently affluent. Anyone may begin constructing their route to financial freedom with the appropriate strategy. Don't let the misconception that you need money to make money stop you from reaching your objectives. The notion that purchasing a new automobile is somehow necessary comes next. This is the truth. If you want to accumulate wealth over the long run, cars are among the worst financial investments available. A new automobile loses 20 to 30% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot, which is money you can never get back. What makes individuals believe they need a new automobile, though? Most of it is societal pressure. A new automobile is seen as a sign of accomplishment and is a major component of keeping up with the Joneses. Rich people are more aware. Instead of investing in things that depreciate, they put their money in areas where it may increase in value. Consider the advantages of a dependable used automobile if you're itching to update your vehicle. In addition to avoiding the early depreciation, you can invest the money you save or transfer it to a high-yield savings account. By prioritizing practicality over showiness, you are moving toward greater financial independence. Keep in mind that true wealth is defined by wise financial decisions rather than mere looks. Therefore, forego that fancy new vehicle, put your money into assets that increase in value, and observe your savings expand. Prepare yourself, as we are about to dispel the common misconceptions about physical properties being the best means to accumulate wealth. Many individuals think that investing in real estate is the most effective route to financial success. While real estate can certainly be a valuable asset, it is not the sole avenue for wealth creation. There are hazards associated with real estate. Considerations include the high initial cost, continuing upkeep, and market swings. Although property ownership might result in riches, there are other ways to achieve financial independence. There are alternative ways to build wealth outside real estate, such as through stocks, bonds, and even enterprises. While it is a component of wealth, real estate is not the whole story. What's the lesson then? Although it shouldn't be your whole wealth-building plan, real estate may play a role. A strong credit score relies on making payments on time and maintaining a low credit utilization ratio. Therefore, clearing your credit card debt entirely each month actually benefits your credit score more than keeping a balance. You can think of your credit utilization as a performance indicator for lenders. Having a low percentage indicates that you handle credit wisely, which can enhance trust from lenders. For instance, I had a friend who once thought that keeping a balance would help enhance his credit score. He accumulated debt under the impression that he was strengthening his credit standing. However, those interest charges piled up, and he was only making a slight impact on his debt each month. It was only when he changed his approach and started paying off his card completely that he noticed an improvement in his score. By removing the burden of interest, he was able to allocate more funds for saving or investing. What's the takeaway from this? Avoid being misled by falsehoods. Prioritize timely payments and settle your entire balance every month. Affluent people understand this principle and strive to steer clear of avoidable debt. It's important to keep in mind that the optimal credit score is one that does not incur steep interest charges. Therefore, let's discard this misconception and cultivate credit wisely. Now, let's address the next false belief and clear your path to financial independence. The belief that you must appear affluent to gain wealth is among the most costly myths. Individuals frequently experience a strong urge to acquire high-end brands, the latest vehicles, or luxurious properties to showcase their achievements to others. However, the truth is different. Real wealth has nothing to do with outward appearances. It centers on stability and independence. Numerous millionaires choose to live far below their revenue capacity. For instance, Warren Buffett continues to reside in the same home he purchased in the 1950s. For him, true wealth signifies lasting stability rather than ostentatious spending. Genuine wealth is subtle. It is typically found in investments, savings, and assets that appreciate gradually. If you truly seek financial independence, resist the temptation to appear affluent. Prioritize quietly accumulating wealth. Direct your finances towards appreciating assets such as real estate, bonds, or stocks. Each dollar used for superficiality is a dollar that could have generated income for you. Keep in mind that genuine financial freedom originates from managing your finances effectively rather than extravagant expenditures. Don't be swayed by societal expectations that lead to unwise spending habits. Concentrate on creating the life you envision rather than conforming to others' perceptions. The journey to achieving financial freedom consists of wise, modest choices rather than excessive spending. Let's proceed to the following subject. A prevalent misconception is that owning a house is always preferable to leasing one. Many individuals perceive homeownership as a significant achievement in life and believe it is the sole path to financial prosperity. In reality, purchasing a property may not always be the wisest financial move. It relies on your personal objectives and circumstances. Consider two individuals, Sarah and Jake. Sarah purchases a house, yet she continually incurs expenses for repairs, taxes, and upkeep. While her mortgage payments remain unchanged, her additional expenses continue to rise. Meanwhile, Jake opts to lease a simple apartment. He allocates the funds he saves into index funds and shares. A decade later, Sarah has built equity in her residence. However, Jake's investments have increased substantially. Acquiring a residence can be a wise investment, yet it isn't essential for achieving financial independence. When your finances are locked into housing expenses, it restricts your capacity to diversify or pursue alternative investments. Leasing can be a practical choice if you are channeling your savings into investments that will enhance your wealth in different areas. What's important to remember? Avoid getting trapped in the notion that buying a home is necessary simply because it's conventional. Evaluate the figures and determine what is the most beneficial for your economic future. Attaining financial freedom relies on making decisions aligned with your objectives, rather than adhering to old-fashioned guidance. The following financial misconception is the idea that increasing earnings means increased savings. It is tempting to think that as your income rises, saving money will become effortless. However, the truth is different. If you lack solid saving practices currently, a higher salary will not automatically transform you into a person who saves. Often, earning more leads to increased expenses. Consider the examples of famous individuals who have ended up bankrupt despite their significant earnings. Achieving financial independence is not determined by your income level, but rather by the amount you manage to retain and grow. Numerous high earners find themselves living from one paycheck to the next because they have not developed consistent saving habits. Therefore, if you're considering that you'll put away more funds once your income increases, push yourself to begin saving right away. Even minimal contributions can accumulate into substantial savings over time. Begin by allocating a portion of your earnings, no matter how insignificant, and turn it into a regular practice. When your earnings increase, you will already possess the habit of saving more. The key to accumulating wealth lies not in anticipating a salary increase, but in formulating a strategy that is effective for you at this moment. Foster positive financial habits today, and they will aid you as you continue along your financial path. Now, let's address the next misconception. Life insurance is often regarded as an unnecessary expense. Life insurance is frequently a misinterpreted element of financial planning. Some individuals believe it is a poor investment, but when utilized effectively, life insurance can deliver essential security and provide opportunities for wealth growth. I had a buddy named Clifford who once believed that having life insurance was merely an extra cost. However, his perspective shifted after he experienced a health emergency. Clifford came to understand that if anything were to happen to him, his family would struggle financially. He made the choice to obtain a life insurance plan to safeguard his family. Here's where it becomes intriguing. He opted for more than just a standard plan. Clifford selected a whole life insurance plan, which accumulates a cash value over time. As a result, he enjoys peace of mind while also developing a small investment as part of his policy. Life insurance serves a purpose beyond just planning for the end of life. Specific types of insurance, such as whole and universal life policies, possess cash elements that grow in value as time passes. In times of need, you have the option to take a loan against this cash accumulation, which adds an additional safeguard for your finances. The belief that life insurance is pointless stems from a misunderstanding. When utilized properly, life insurance serves as a financial resource that offers protection and strength. Consider it as an integral part of a robust financial base, rather than merely an additional expense. Prepare for a revelation, as we are about to dispel another financial misconception. I don't have to manage my finances closely. My partner takes care of the money matters. It may seem easier to allow your partner to manage all financial responsibilities, particularly if they appear to be knowledgeable. Relying exclusively on another person for your financial security can be quite risky. Achieving financial independence is about taking charge, and being knowledgeable about your finances plays a crucial role in that. Consider this situation. Suppose your partner is suddenly unable to handle the finances because of an unexpected circumstance. Would you feel confident in stepping up? Taking an active role in managing your finances does not reflect a lack of trust in your partner's skills. It is about ensuring both of you have a clear and mutual understanding of your financial health. As the well-known saying illustrates, financial independence isn't limited to just one gender. It's a universal aspect of life. Hence, it is crucial to track your spending, manage your finances effectively, and have an equal voice in the process of accumulating wealth together. Therefore, even if your partner handles finances, make sure to remain updated, participate in financial discussions together, create joint objectives, and frequently check your accounts. Achieving financial independence is optimal when both partners feel empowered and share a commitment to the process. Next, I will always be in debt. The perception that I will remain in debt indefinitely can be daunting. For a lot of individuals, it feels like a persistent burden that's difficult to overcome. However, debt does not need to remain a lasting aspect of your existence. With determination and a solid strategy, you can escape the cycle of debt and pave the way to financial success. Allow me to share a tale that may strike a chord. I had a friend named Sarah who once felt ensnared by her student loan obligations and credit card balances. Every salary payment appeared to be directed solely at the lowest payments due, leaving her convinced that escaping her financial troubles was impossible. However, one day, she made the decision to confront her financial obligations directly. She devised a strategy by employing the debt avalanche approach, concentrating on eliminating her high-interest credit card obligations initially. Gradually, her outstanding balance began to decrease. Additionally, she secured a part-time job, directing all her supplementary income towards her financial obligations. After several years, Sarah achieved a state of being free from debt. Sarah's experience illustrates that although financial burdens can seem daunting, they are not a long-term situation. Begin by giving priority to your debts with the highest interest rates, which incur the most expense over time. Alternatively, you might consider using the debt snowball technique, which focuses on settling your smallest debts first to create positive momentum. This can be particularly encouraging as you witness quicker advancements when you eliminate specific debts. Affluent individuals evade unnecessary borrowing since they understand it diminishes their financial independence. They apply debt thoughtfully, typically for investments that yield returns exceeding the cost of the debt. For instance, they might take out a loan to acquire a property that provides rental income. However, they avoid consumer debt, which merely depletes their funds. The belief that you will perpetually be in debt is simply a misconception. By having a strategy and staying devoted, you can transform your financial narrative. Visualize the liberation that comes with being free from debt, where every paycheck is available for saving or investing. Achieving financial independence entails having control, and overcoming debt is a significant move toward that goal. Okay, let's clarify some common financial misconceptions. The idea that one is either too young or too old to begin saving for retirement prevents individuals from creating a secure future. However, the reality is that saving for retirement should not depend on age. It hinges on time and regular contributions. Consider two individuals, James and Emily. James begins his retirement investment at 25, putting away a small amount of $200 each month. Due to the benefits of compounding interest, by the time he turns 65, he has accumulated a substantial amount. In contrast, Emily thinks she is too young to start saving and doesn't begin until she is 40. She contributes $400 each month, which is twice what James deposits. Nevertheless, her shorter time frame means her savings do not experience the same growth. The key difference lies in the fact that James enjoys over 40 years of compounding returns, while Emily only has 25 years. Even though Emily saves more each month, her total at retirement is less than James's. What can we learn from this? Starting early means you need to contribute less each month to achieve your financial objectives, all thanks to compounding. However, even those who are older can still accumulate retirement savings. Individuals in their 40s and 50s often concentrate on catch-up contributions, enabling them to put more money into retirement accounts with tax benefits. With an effective investment plan, it's never too late to enhance your savings. It's important to note that building retirement savings isn't focused on reaching a certain age. What matters is putting away whatever you can, as soon as you're able. Begin with small amounts, set up automatic savings, and observe how your funds grow over time. Regardless of your age, every bit you save moves you closer to achieving financial independence. Now, let's address the next misconceptions. Some think that investing in the stock market is overly dangerous and that it requires a lot of money to participate. This notion that stock investment is solely for the rich deters many from getting involved. Indeed, there are hazards associated with the stock market. However, these hazards can be navigated. The positive aspect is that you don't need to have a lot of money to begin investing. Think about this. You can initiate your investment journey with as little as $5. Applications such as Robinhood, Acorns, and Stash permit you to acquire fractional shares, allowing you to possess a segment of expensive stocks without the need to invest thousands of dollars. The secret to achieving success in the stock market isn't having a large initial investment. Rather, it lies in regularity and spreading your investments. The stock market has the potential to be an exceptional method for building wealth if you diversify your portfolio. Rather than investing all your funds in just one or two stocks, consider distributing your money among various sectors or utilizing index funds. Index funds function like collections of stocks that represent a larger segment of the market. By putting your money into these, you are effectively participating in the entire economy, which minimizes the risks tied to single stocks. To keep your investments secure, only use funds that you can afford to leave untouched for a while. Although the stock market experiences ups and downs, it has historically yielded good returns in the long run. Beginning with small investments, maintaining variety in your portfolio, and increasing your knowledge can enable you to leverage the stock market for wealth accumulation. The misconception that investing in the stock market is reserved for the affluent or the knowledgeable deters many individuals from reaping its rewards. The truth is that with some understanding and a fair amount of patience, engaging in the stock market can serve as a dependable route to achieving financial independence. I am aware of my income and expenditures, which means I don't require a written budget. Now let's address the misconception. I am aware of my income and expenditures, which means I don't require a written budget. Numerous individuals think that being aware of their earnings and expenditures eliminates the need for a documented budget. However, operating without a budget can lead to overspending and missed chances for savings. A budget is more than just a record of costs. It serves as a guide for your financial objectives. By documenting your finances, you achieve a better understanding of how every dollar is spent. Consider it this way. A budget functions like a navigation system for your money. It indicates your current situation, your destination, and the best route to reach that goal. Creating a budget highlights trends you might not see otherwise. For instance, you might realize that minor, recurring costs like takeout meals or subscription services accumulate significantly over time. By monitoring these expenses, you can discover aspects where you might reduce spending and direct those funds towards more significant objectives such as investing or settling debts. Numerous individuals who achieve financial success advocate for budgeting since it empowers them to manage their finances rather than allowing finances to dictate their choices. Maintaining a documented budget assists you in remaining organized, preparing for what lies ahead, and reaching financial independence more quickly. If you have not yet recorded your financial situation, this is the moment to do so. Take a notebook or utilize a budgeting application to outline your earnings, expenditures, and financial aspirations. A budget serves as an effective instrument that gives you authority over your finances. Now, let's clarify a common misconception. The idea that you cannot invest until all your debts are resolved is a fallacy that can hinder your ability to build wealth. Although eliminating debt is important, postponing your investment journey until you're completely free of it could lead to missing out on numerous years of potential returns. Consider it this way. Debt and investment can coexist rather than being opposing forces. High-interest obligations, such as credit card debts, should take precedence because they are expensive and increase swiftly. However, if your debts have lower interest rates, like a student loan with a 3% rate, it might be wise to set aside some resources for investing while you continue to pay down the loan. The reason for this is that investments, particularly over extended periods, often generate returns that exceed those of low-interest debts. Affluent individuals frequently manage both debt and investments effectively. They recognize that some debts, like home mortgages, can be handled while simultaneously enhancing their wealth through various investment opportunities. By spreading your investments and not allowing debt to completely inhibit your progress, you can start accumulating wealth while still honoring your repayment commitments. To begin, think about adopting a well-rounded strategy. Set aside a segment of your earnings for paying off debts and keep another segment for investments. This plan enables you to address your liabilities while still benefiting from the growth of interest in your investments. Keep in mind that accumulating wealth involves discovering a formula that suits you. Now, let's move on to the next misconception and work towards achieving your financial independence. I don't require an emergency fund. I can just rely on my credit card. The belief that an emergency fund is unnecessary due to access to a credit card is a risky misconception. Although credit cards can serve as a short-term fix, depending on them during emergencies can result in accumulating high-interest debt that can be difficult to manage. An emergency savings account functions as a financial cushion. Having enough savings to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses provides a safeguard against unforeseen circumstances, such as medical expenses, vehicle repairs, or job loss, allowing you to avoid falling into debt. Consider credit cards a secondary option, rather than your initial solution. With an emergency fund in place, you are equipped to handle unexpected expenses without increasing your debt. In contrast, credit cards incur interest, which could make a crisis even more expensive over time. To create an emergency savings account, begin with a modest amount. Starting with savings of $500 to $1,000 can have a significant impact. After that, work towards steadily raising this amount until you achieve the 3 to 6 month safety net. Attaining financial independence also involves having peace of mind, and an emergency fund plays a vital role in that. And that concludes our discussion. Financial wizards, understanding the reality of financial independence, misconceptions compared to facts. These misconceptions might hinder your path to achieving your financial aspirations, but you now possess the information needed to conquer them. If you have liked what we've shared and want to support us, think about treating us to a coffee. Just visit the video description and select the Buy Me a Coffee option to give a donation. Your support enables us to create more videos, delve into different subjects, and improve your overall experience. If you found this video beneficial, I strongly suggest viewing my upcoming video, which pairs excellently with this one. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts if you wish for us to explore similar subjects. Thank you for tuning in, and here's to dispelling myths and attaining true financial independence. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.